We begin in Gaza, where displaced Palestinians are having to contend with heavy autumn rains. The makeshift accommodations that many Gaza residents are living in have been flooded, and they are facing another winter of incredibly difficult conditions.
More than 1 million people in Gaza are thought to be living in tents and shanty towns. There's little protection against the first big rains of the winter.
When the rain came, the water started pouring in from the street. We're in a low-lying area. The whole camp is paved and the water can't drain away. How are we supposed to cope?
Many are spending their third year in makeshift accommodation, with no prospect of returning to their ruined homes.
We thank God for the rain, but we're living in tents, under tarps. Our bedding is soaked, our clothes are soaked, everything we have is wet. We've stayed standing up so that we don't drown.
Families are doing what they can to weatherproof the tents and shacks that form their only shelter from the elements. This man is trying to keep his 7 children safe from the downpours.
We don't know how we'll survive the winter. We're soaked already. What happens if really heavy rain comes? Please stand with us.
Even those who have managed to stay in their own homes have little respite from the weather and the destruction of the war.
This house is on the verge of collapse. Engineers came and told us it's forbidden to live here. But where else can we go in the bitter cold? Winter is only just beginning. Water has flooded our home. There is no sewerage system.
The United Nations estimates that 90% of homes in Gaza were damaged or destroyed during the war. Almost the entire population was displaced and is now struggling to survive as winter sets in.
Right, for more on this, I'm now joined by Yousra Abu Sharekh. She's Gaza Program Coordinator with INARA, the International Network for Aid, Relief and Assistance, and joins me from Gaza City. Hello, Yousra. Thanks for joining us. Can you give us an idea of how severe the flooding has been?
Yeah, the flood started yesterday. It was not expected. The intensity of rain was unexpected, and it was so devastating. Before, families living in tents, I saw myself. Families, children carry their luggage, their mattresses wet from the tents, and try to find another neighboring tent to put these stuff and luggage in. Also, now, as you said, the third winter is coming. While there is no sheltering materials or items, people, especially in Gaza and North, they are desperate without any protection, and the aids which are entering are not enough. Also, children with no winter or warm clothes for the third season now. So it's difficult, and no one in Gaza Strip is prepared for such heavy rain. This morning as well, another heavy rain is happening.
Right. And hundreds of thousands of people are stuck in these makeshift camps across Gaza. How is the weather affecting, access to food, water, medical care?
Yeah, honestly speaking, like even with this, the ceasefire came into effect, people in Gaza still struggling to access their food, their medicines. Now the commercial supplies is allowed, and the only things entering Gaza is the non-essentials, while the most important things like fresh produce or medicines is not prioritized for commercial supplies entry. So also, on the other hand, the AIDS entry, only 100 or 150 trucks are entering every day, while the needed is at least 600 to 1,000 trucks. to enter into Gaza Strip on daily basis to match the basic of the needs of people. So no, and this rain, this winter season makes it more difficult for people to access their needs. Imagine, like, if they have something to cook on fire. So during winter time, they don't have a chance to cook or to feed their children. Also, some families stay inside the tent for hours during the raining hours. So imagine the situation for those people in makeshifts, and not only for tents and makeshifts, but also for people who live in partially damaged houses or sometimes completely damaged houses. I came by a family the other day who are sheltering under the rubble of a mosque or a rubble of a house. So imagine the situation for those families, how it would look like during the winter season.
Right. Sounds like very dire conditions there. Yousra Abu Sharekh, thank you very much.
Thank you.